We have all heard of nations spying on each other. But did you know corporations get up to some shady spying antics as well? Corporate espionage is a real thing that's been happening for centuries. The masterminds twirling their mustaches with top hats really do exist. Spies trespass and steal valuable secrets. They hack into their competitors' computers, plant informants in workplaces, and use many more devious tricks to get the edge on their competitors. Before we start the espionage activities, hi, and welcome to Slyworks. Strap into your spy gear for another video of fun facts that will blow you away. Before we get into the fun part, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on that post notification icon so you won't miss any of our amazing videos. We all indulged in spy movies as kids. Some of us even wished to be a sleuth ourselves. Over time, the landscape of spying on competitors has created real-life corporate agents. We have for you the most fascinating real-life cases of corporate spies hidden in the shadows, or perhaps even in the cubicle right next to you. Spoiler warning. The last one on this list is going to knock your Bond-style tuxedo right off. A thirst for tea. The British have always loved that tea. But how did they become so well known for their tea? In the 1800s, tea was brewed in China, where not only were the best plants up for grab, but some of the best secrets too. The London-based East India Company hired Scottish botanist and adventurer Robert Fortune, who committed the greatest single act of corporate espionage in history. Fortune, along with some sneaky companions, managed to extract tea seeds, recipes, and sensitive information from Chinese manufacturers by disguising themselves as Chinese merchants. On the back of the operation, the British were able to increase their production of tea to surpass China's within a decade. Hitachi. Next, grab your Rubik's Cube, because we're entering the roaring 1980s, when Japanese Electronics Corporation, Hitachi Ltd., was up against IBM in court. What were their charges? Hitachi was accused of plotting to steal their rival's trade and computer secrets through employees Kinji Hayashi, a senior engineer, and Isao Onishi, a software section manager. The court ruled in favor of IBM, but Hitachi entered a plea deal with the US government that came with a $10,000 fine. Not exactly pocket change. This failed endeavor in espionage hit the media big time after Hitachi pleaded guilty, as 22 Japanese senior officers were put on trial as well. Astonishingly, the US government agreed not to file further charges against any of the defendants after an initial fine was paid. Guess Hitachi got it easy, huh? New Gillette razor design. In 1997, Stephen Lewis Davis was charged with 5 counts of wire and trade fraud, which involved peddling top company secrets. What was stolen, and who was he delivering this vital information to? Stephen was initially hired by Wright Industries as a design engineer, working on the newest shaving program by Gillette, but was later removed from the position. As a result, the former employee proceeded to sell top-secret design drawings of the shaving system to competitor companies like Warner Lambert, Bic, and American Safety Razor Company. Soon, the FBI caught up with the sly spy through a competitor in Sweden, who saw the drawings of the new Gillette razor, and justice was served in the court. Plant cell culture technology. There are spies everywhere. Don't believe us? This story will change your mind. In 1997, Shuke Lo and Chester Ho were arrested by the FBI. Why? They had been caught red-handed trying to steal the process for culturing Taxol from plant cells, which is used in the treatment of ovarian cancer. Originally, Taxol was extracted from an endangered species of yew trees, but Bristol-Myers Squibb had spent $15 million to develop commercial Taxol on an industrial scale. Choo Choo's partner in crime contacted a technological information broker in an effort to obtain the taxed technology. They planned to take the technology back to Taiwan, but unluckily for them, the broker they approached was an undercover FBI agent. The pair had also tried to offer a Bristol-Myers Squibb scientist $400,000 for promising to arrange the technology for them. Double trouble with the Yangs. Espionage isn't only performed at a low level. Here we have a case involving the president of a reputable company spying on its competitor. Let's rewind about 100 years. In the early 1900s, Pen Yen Yang and his daughter, Hui Chen Yang, were caught red-handed in Cleveland. They were accused of wire transfers that were not legit, money laundering, and stealing valuable information. The pair were taking information from the largest U.S. manufacturers of adhesive products, the multinational Avery Dennison. Needless to say, they got themselves into a sticky situation. So who were their spies? Pen Yen Yang was the president of Four Pillars Enterprise Company of Taiwan, which generated an annual income of $150 million per year. Moreover, Hui Chen Yang had a PhD in analytical chemistry, which made them a pretty sharp pair with plenty of cash in their pockets. The Yangs had managed to pay an employee working in Avery Dennison $160,000 to extract research data and files regarding the adhesive products, which the company estimated to be worth millions of dollars. Eventually, the FBI arrested the father and daughter, and they confessed to their crimes. Civic duty trash talk. In the early 90s, an Oracle chief executive was accused of spying on various groups affiliated with Microsoft in the name of public service. What was Chief Executive Larry Ellison's response to the accusation? He claimed that they were doing their civic duty by cooperating with a detective agency to investigate groups supporting Microsoft Corp. With the help of Investigative Group International, they stole information from two major companies' organizations, the Independent Institute and the National Taxpayers Union. Oracle tried to justify their actions by saying they were looking to uncover groups that were being supported by Microsoft in its antitrust trial. Oracle was forced to admit its involvement after the agency tried to buy trash from the Association for Competitive Technology. Hacked by the unknown. Did you know around 70 companies, which include governments and nonprofit organizations, were hacked by spies in 2006? Yes, the report was put forth by tech giant McAfee and backed up by other premium firms like Dell Secure Works. What sent sparks through the corporate world was that the report blamed China for the attacks. You think between 70 cases, they would have more than one place to point the finger of blame. According to the report, spies have stolen metaphorical tons of valuable information over many years, from notable companies like South Korean Steel and the International Olympic Committee. Hilton in trouble. Not long ago, in 2009, Starwood Hotels and Resorts Worldwide took Hilton Hotel to court for stealing secrets. According to them, 2 ex-executives were employed by Hilton Hotels to extract information about Starwood's W Hotel brand to develop the Denizen line of properties. Hilton Hotels was using the information to develop their chain of hotels called Denizen. As a result, Hilton has been banned from creating a boutique hotel chain as part of a settlement over an industrial espionage suit by rival Starwood Hotels. I guess we're stuck with the ordinary Hiltons then. The Kodak scandal. In the 1990s, the Eastman Kodak Company accused one former employee of industrial espionage. Harold Warden, who at the time was a senior employee, pleaded guilty to all charges. Warden had stolen properties and information about the new 401 machine prototype worth millions after working in the company for over 30 years. By the time of his arrest, Warden had received only $26,700 for selling the information. Sounds like he knew how to steal, but not how to hustle. The kicker was that even after he left Kodak in 1992, he didn't return any of the confidential documentation. After his conviction in 1997, he spent 15 months in jail and paid fines worth $50,000. With the stolen information still at hand, Harold Warden later initiated his own company. The cheek of it, the Missionary Spy. Hop into this horse-drawn carriage and take a ride back to the 1700s to meet part-time spy and French Jesuit missionary Père d'Entrecoulé. He traveled to China and sent secrets back to France concerning the manufacture of high-quality porcelain. Père did so by affiliating with and gaining the trust of leading manufacturers. He stuck his nose into some Chinese books for research. He claimed that his curiosity led him on this adventure that proved so profitable for Europe. Through this information, Europe advanced and increased production of high-quality porcelain in the years to come. First the tea, now this? Is there anything these cheeky Brits haven't stolen? Now that you've heard all about the top 12 major scandals that shook the corporate world, are you ready to put on your best tuxedo and laser watch and become a spy yourself? After hearing what happened to the people on this list, we'd say it's probably best you don't. We'll leave you with a question. Do you think the industrial world crossed the wrong lines? Or was it all fair play? Tell us in the comments below.